Hello, hello. Welcome to another episode of Arc Silk, where I share my blender journey with you guys. Okay, so in this episode, we are going to discuss how I created this. Haha, a pretty cool looking motorbike, a very low poly motorbike in a, well, that bit there is a little bit, well, there's no wall there, but if I go to my camera mode by pressing 0 on the number pad, that's sort of my camera shot right there. Because this is how I set up my camera, right? So I don't really have to, let me exit this. I don't really have to create the walls in the other side. So this is a giant cube that I created, and just had, or currently have just two walls, right? And a bit of lighting, and sort of looks as like when you zoomed in, especially if you go to the camera mode, or the camera that I have, you can't actually see the other empty walls. So this is a cool trick that I learned for this project. And it sort of looked like a futuristic motorbike showroom or like a garage. You know, this is the motorbike that I'm gonna have in 10 years, and this is how my garage is gonna look like in 10 years, guys. All right. Okay. So, so one of the lessons that I learned in this project is basically just extruding, how to extrude and create like a bigger shape or like a single shape just by extruding and scaling, rotating and things like that. going to calculate, the blender's going to calculate like a point in between based on their density, volumes and things like that, I think. And then it's going to sort of scale, so both objects scale based on that median point. Yeah. Individual origins is really interesting. If I go back to, oh, what happened here? Oh, I lost my bike. Okay, let's just demonstrate this. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pick this face. Ooh, no, I can't do it. That face and just this. Ooh. See, this is because this is a, oh no, what's happening is I was like pressing the Alt key rather than the Shift key. So if you press Alt key, you can select like a range of faces, which we're not going to talk about it yet because I'm not 100% sure what's happening here. So anyway, if you press on Shift and click on different faces, you can select all of them. And then now if I press E, now don't forget, like again, let me focus on it here. So I'm on normals and what's this one? Individual origins, right? Again, I lost my bike. Oh, again, another cool thing that I learned, if you press period or like the dot or number pad, it'll just zoom right into it. It's also pretty cool. And now I'm going to extrude. Now see how it's all extruding together. Actually, this is not exactly what I was hoping to achieve. Let's pick like a different object. Okay, I'm going to go into this wheel. Edit mode. I'm just going to pick these 3 faces, right? And then I'm going to press E. Look at that. Actually, even better, I'm gonna pick different faces in different sort of planes. So this is explain it. What normals actually does. Ooh. Anyway, this is not a very good example, but normals or changes in orientations can have a very dramatic effect. Especially like based on what you're trying to do. Like I haven't actually used it that many times, but I can see that it can be very helpful if you're trying to extrude things individually, not based on the current like global XYZ axis. Okay, cool. Yeah, so that's about it really for this. And then I'm just gonna go to render mode for now and press 0 for the camera mode again. Actually, I'm just gonna exit camera mode. Yeah, so all of these individual bits just created. Okay, I'm in the edit mode still. All of these like just individual cubes. And for lighting, what I did, this is a what do you call it? Okay, I'm just now scrolling here. One other thing is, luckily in this layer panel, when you like select an object, it actually highlights here too, which is pretty cool. And the other thing that I'm not very good at, which I should be doing, is naming these things, so it's not confusing as much. Okay, so this is actually area light. I picked the area light and change the color to white because it's a headlight. And these things here actually point lights, and change the color to more like a indicator color, and just copied all the same light along all the 4 indicators in the bike. So the lighting system in the background is basically the same, I think. Okay, let's have a look. There's a point light here with that color there. What is it? Like a bluish color, blue color. And that's just one light. Do I really have one light in there? Yeah, that's it. Just have one light. So I just press 7 to go to the top view. I really like these shortcut keys for the different views. That's really cool. Like one to the front orthographic view. By the way, orthographic, what does orthographic means? Don't even know. So 3 for the right side or right orthographic view, and 7 is the top orthographic view. Cool. All right, guys. So that's my motorbike, which I'm again pretty excited. It really looks pretty cool with the lighting system that I did, I think. Anyway, so the lessons that I learned doing this model is how to extrude, and also again snapping tool. I'm using the snapping tool a bit here, and also like bringing different objects together and aligning and going back and forth in different views and figuring out the entire look of the model. Alright, thanks for watching, and then I'll see you in the next video. Hopefully I'm gonna have more lessons to share with you guys. Thank you for sharing this amazing Blender journey.